If you grew up in an upper-class family in ancient Rome, your house would have likely had a room that was filled with the faces of dead people. These were the faces of your ancestors, and they were made of wax as soon as they died to preserve their likeness. One face would have a name beside it. Then there would be a line connecting it to a different face, the previous generation, and that face would have a line to its previous generation as well. As you grew up, you would see this room, you would hear about the exploits of your ancestors, and it would light a fire inside of you to outdo them. This is what it was designed to do. Achievement was the hallmark of Roman society. And what better way to inspire ambition than every day to wake up and enter a room filled with the faces of your ancestors who had done great deeds, knowing that the living generation wants you to surpass them. In these earlier generations of civilization, when people were trying to figure out how to manage massive empires for the first time in history, the initial thought was to inspire individuals to achieve great things. A room full of wax faces would have been in the house of Julius Caesar, of Pompey the Great, of Crassus. These are men whose ambition knew no bounds. It's said that Julius Caesar encountered a sculpture of Alexander the Great in Spain and wept. Caesar was 33 at the time, and at that age, Alexander had already conquered the world. Caesar had done nothing that would warrant remembrance by future generations, and it brought him to tears. This individual ambition helped to create one of the most colorful periods of history, but it also blew up in flames. These ambitious men had no ability to stop. There was nothing they could have achieved that would have allowed them to say, "This is enough, I'm satisfied." Marcus Aurelius reflects on their lives. Alexander and Caesar and Pompey, compared with Diogenes, Heraclitus, Socrates, the philosophers knew the what, the why, the how. Their minds were their own. The others, nothing but anxiety and enslavement, meaning they were constantly worried about the lands they conquered and were enslaved by their vices. The bright flames of these ambitious men throughout history blaze for a short while and then are snuffed out. The ambition to achieve some glorious feat in Roman culture meant battle prowess for the most part. The question about these ambitions, though, is were these men living their true selves? Or did they suffer all of this anxiety, kill all these people, just to impress others and hopefully be remembered by people they don't even know? In being an ambitious person, are you able to reflect, go inside, and ask yourself what you truly want? Or are you just hungry for glory and power? And if it's the latter, is that even a bad thing?